what we're trying to nail first is just let you do a site meeting without having to physically be there. And really that the communication and the context. And if you can get that, then you can get the job done that you would have had to travel there to do, right?
We are live! Hey everyone, it's Jason Sansucci with Do You Know Drones coming back at you at Geo Week. I'm interviewing someone that I found really fascinating during the Pitch to the Press session. This is AVATOUR. This is Devin Copley, the CEO, co-founder of AVATOUR. Welcome to the show. Really happy to have you here.
Yeah.
I would love to hear more about this remote presence experience, this platform that you've designed.
Sure. I mean, the concept is really very simple. It's real-time 360 video. So it's like Google Street View, except in real time. So the idea being that you can visit a place and have a site meeting with the people there in real time without having to physically go there. And we can allow those remote users to join either with a web browser on any device or with a virtual reality headset, which is totally next level. It's a whole other thing.
Sure, absolutely. So it's kind of like immersing. I like the idea of being able to immerse myself into so describe the collaboration. What else can you do in this platform besides just see the other participants and see what's around them?
Sure. I mean, what we're aspiring to do is really create the site meeting or recreate the site meeting. You know, if you've ever tried to have a site meeting with standard video conferencing, it's very difficult because you know you're waving a camera around. You can't share that context. And what we recognize is that in a site meeting, what gets done is mostly that conversation with context. And so that's our first order of business, to make sure that that happens, it works, it's easy to use, works under real world networks, works on your existing browser, on your existing device. So then beyond that, then come the features like being able to take snapshots in real time, being able to take a 360 snapshot in real time. We can do a high resolution 360 image where we can capture even up to 8K and download that or upload it rather to the cloud. You can annotate that, take notes, and then you can generate a report afterwards that'll show what are all the takeaways from that meeting that you can later act on.
And this is all using pretty standard commercial off-the-shelf equipment.
Yeah, that's right. So our product is the software, the cloud service, and the 360 cameras. I mean, we use the lab pano here in our booth. We work with the Insta360 range. We're working on the Ricoh Theta range as well. So one of the cool things about the show is we see a lot of this hardware in common, right? We see, and I think that amortizing that cost of hardware across multiple applications is something a lot of our customers are starting to do.
Absolutely, that makes so much sense. And I like the fact that it's using commercial off the shelf. It is a collaboration platform. It's integratable with existing hardware equipment or ever expanding. So what's next for AVATOUR?
I mean, what's next? We're expanding rapidly. We have a long roadmap. There's some exciting stuff I can't go into too much detail about.
That's fine.
But we were recently awarded a patent in January that does give a hint as to where we're going next, which would involve more application of AR capabilities and bringing that sort of mixed reality experience to both the on-site and the off-site personnel. So the simplest idea there is just a laser pointer, right? So when you're on site today, normally, having a laser pointer to point at something is great. Imagine if you could have the off-site people use a laser pointer to show you something while you're on site. Well, that'll happen soon with AR glasses for the people on site.
That is very impressive, and I can just see sort of the next steps. I'm just
that's the most basic implementation.
I love it because then if you can actually get like distances and ranges and things like that, and put sort of that mixed AR environments where you can actually immerse them into this is what's going to happen. And this is what has already happened.
Yeah.
That would be, that sounds pretty fantastic. I'm working with some companies right now that would just love this stuff, and they're just trying to move from pen and paper, pencil and paper, to what's next. This, in my opinion, seems like, without saying, I'm glad you didn't say metaverse, I'm glad you didn't say AIML, this is just sort of, in my opinion, for this group remote collaboration, because that's where we are these days, the next tool.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like all that stuff about like projecting the BIM model on the universe and the metaverse and all that stuff, it's cool, it's great, but in the end, like what we're trying to nail first is just let you do a site meeting without having to physically be there. And really the communication and the context. And if you can get that, then you can get the job done that you would have had to travel there to do, right? So that's what we're trying to nail first. Make it easy to use, make it reliable, and after that comes the icing. But that's what we're focusing on.
I think that's very well said, and I appreciate that more than you know. Just because the huge jump that most of the companies that are making, even that are in this room, if I'm being honest, and they've been doing it for the past 5 to 10 years, the jump is just too big of a jump. there needs to be baby steps along the way, because they need to realize that most of the people that are redoing this, they're not ready for this.
Yeah.
This is next level Star Wars fantasy. For some people are doing it, right?
Yeah.
But for the masses, they're not.
Yeah.
Right? Like a lot of this technology has not crossed the chasm.
Yep.
It has not done that. There needs to be something that allows them to take some baby steps along the way that is easily approachable, using commercial off-the-shelf systems that doesn't break their bank, that allows them to do something, and they're willing to do this, right? Because it saves them real money, real time, and that's just the best way to do it.
You're doing a great job at selling my product right now.
This is so much fun. This is so much fun. Devin, thank you so much. Really appreciate having you on the show. This is fantastic. I love what you guys are doing. I'd like to see more, and yeah.
My pleasure, Jason. Thanks.
Cheers.